would you go to your closet and let's say that you have like some cute clothes so that you like, right? Maybe something new that you bought. And then you have all these other things that you're just like, if I see them one more time, I'm gonna puke. We all have those shirts, pants, whatever, dresses that you're just like, yeah, they work. You know, they fit, they're fine, nothing's wrong with them, there's no holes in them, right? But that's literally your attitude about them. Now, you go in your closet, and if you notice, this is what a lot of people do, right? You'll have like, let's say you have 500 things in your closet, 50 things in your closet. I don't care if it's 5, okay? This is not about numbers, okay? Let's say you have 50 things in your closet to choose from. What most people do is they tend to go put on the same shit over and over again. Why is that? I know you guys have seen like fashion influencers talk about this shit, right? It's like, why is it that you keep going for the same 3 things in your closet? Why do you keep wearing the same shit when right next to it you have these nice, pretty, cool things that you could also wear? But no, you keep choosing the same thing. The only reason the new things made their way in their closet is because you wanted something new. You wanted to try something new. You wanted to have something different to wear. You wanted to look cooler. You wanted to look different. Whatever the reason is, right? You bought that new stuff. And you're just like, but why will I not wear it? Why do I keep reverting back to the same shit? This is kind of what it is like to choose a different version of yourself. You keep choosing the version of yourself like those clothes that you have. They're just like, they're familiar, they're comfortable, they're easy, they're broken in, they're just there. And you literally have no clue why you keep choosing to wear them. You just keep putting it on, right? And it's like, it's automatic. You don't have to think about it. It's just comfortable. It doesn't mean it's what you want. It's just there, and you just keep doing it, and you just don't question it. But when the moment you start questioning, like even in your closet, you're like, you know what? Why do I keep wearing the same shit? Like I have other clothes that I can wear. I'm like, okay, what if I just put something different on? What if I just tried to change the shirt or the pants? Like, what if I just mix it up a little bit and go crazy, right? Maybe you go really crazy and you change up the entire outfit, including the socks, right? Like, what if I just did that? And notice that when you do, you feel good, or maybe you don't feel anything, and then you're all of a sudden you're out and about and people start complimenting, you're like, hey, that looks cool, and you're just like, thanks, and you're just like, shit, why didn't I wear this before? That's the same thing when you're choosing a different version of yourself. You get so comfortable with the version of you that you're familiar with that you keep choosing, and you don't even question it. And then you learn that there's infinite potential, infinite versions of you that you have to choose from, and you're just like, why don't I just choose one of those? But you think that it's just like, what do you mean different version of me? What the hell? So it's an identity. It's like an identity, right? Like contains thoughts, feelings, behaviors, all of those things, like different tendencies that an identity has, right? And then someone else another identity has different thoughts, different feelings, different tendencies, different behaviors, right? You could choose, you have the free will to choose any identity you want. You don't have to start changing your thoughts and feelings and behaviors to become that identity. That's what a lot of people teach, especially like mindset coaches, wealth coaches, fitness coaches, health coaches. They tell you to change the behaviors and the thoughts and the feelings so that you can become that person. But you are source. When you know yourself as God and all that is, you get to choose the identity first. And then the thoughts, feelings, and behaviors automatically are built into that identity. In fact, you don't even have to wonder if you're doing it, because you're just choosing the identity, and everything beneath that identity just falls into place for you. But if you're just choosing the same identity, trying to make changes, trying to feel different, think different, behave different, all those things, right? This is why you feel like you go nowhere, because you're just like, eventually you'll get there and you're just like struggling going up a little ladder and you're just like, shit, I only made progress on one step. Then you feel like shit. And then you're just like, well, damn, now I'm at the bottom again. Now I got to go climb up that step. I thought I had already advanced 100 steps and I only took one step. Do you see? That's the kind of feeling. I'm not saying this is actually what's happening, right? But this is kind of the feeling or the appearance that it feels like what's happening. But when you know yourself as all that is, and that you have the authority to choose any identity that you desire, you don't have to do anything more than that. So just because you're in an identity that's familiar and comfortable and this is all you've ever known doesn't mean that it's all you are. You can choose to be any version of yourself and then just allow and know that I am that identity, and trust that all the thoughts and feelings and behaviors are just going to kick in automatically for you. That's what everybody says, trust the process. Well, you're the process. When you chose the identity, that was the process. So you trust you. You trust your choice, that you are God, you are source. Not trust a little human you, but trust in knowing that who you are is all you ever have to be and think about. There's no worthiness involved. There's no, I have to feel good, or I have to feel this way, or I have to feel that way, or I have to stop thinking this way, or I have to stop being aware of the old identity. It's like you can be aware of a lot of things. Like I can be aware of a shit ton of things, but it doesn't mean I'm going to do it. Just because I'm aware of a thought or another identity doesn't mean that I'm it. Because I know that I am what's above all identities. I'm greater than all identities. I'm just choosing which one I want to experience. That's it. I'm going to occupy it, but I exist in all of them at the same time. So how I can't make myself stop being aware of all that I am. So this is not about trying to avoid an identity. It's about choosing and declaring, this is the one that I prefer. This is the one that I choose. And I get to choose and exist and experience in any identity that I want to. Do you see? So you don't have to worry about the other identities looming their heads around, because they're just always going to be there. They just are. Like at the peak of my success in any business that I've had, the thoughts of failure came around, but it didn't mean I bought into them. I was aware of that. I was aware that that was an option, that could happen to me, but was an option for me. I'm like, no, that's not going to happen for me. So you're just choosing the version of you, whatever that is that you want to. How do you choose it? I am this. This is who I am. But starting with, I know that I exist in all identities, that I am all that is. I am none of the identities, yet I exist in all of them. You're a slippery little fucker, see? So, and by the way, I uploaded that video on my YouTube channel that I talked about in my last video. You want to go watch that video, because that woman's success story was nothing short but a masterpiece. It was like it's just like so on par. It's like a 35-minute video, so grab your little cup of tea, go sit over there and watch it and listen. Don't listen to what she said or what she did. Listen to what changed in her, what she realized, because what she realized is what you are realizing. Otherwise you wouldn't be here watching me.